Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me today. It's Allan Laboucan with the Rocks and Stocks News website. I've got a great guest today in Ken McNaughton and Joe Sednick from P2 Gold. These guys are very accomplished. They've done it before, and particularly in the Golden Triangle of British Columbia. They were part of the team that found and built the mine for Pretium that was recently bought out for $19 a share. And I think it was $4 billion or something like that. And they're trying to do it again. They've got their BAM project up in the Golden Triangle, their backyard, if you will. And today they recently had an update on their exploration efforts. We want to talk about that because they're cranking things up there. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Very good. Thanks, Allan.
So a couple things. We'll start with the news release you had out on the update for your exploration. One of the key things that you're going to do right out of the gate is a geophysical VTEM survey. Ken, can you tell us a little bit about what the nature of that is and what you're trying to accomplish?
Sure. So, what we've got is this older intrusive, and we think our feeder system's coming up along the margin of that intrusive. So the geophysics study has two components to it. First of all, we want to try and identify and map out that contact. And so we can target our drilling as we're following the beds back towards it. We know where the contact is, and that'll give us some length, some dimension. And then also we expect we're going to see some massive sulfides along there. So those would show up as conductors. So, there may be some actual targets as opposed to just geology, some real targets where we can go for high grade and focus there.
Well, that geology is not something to sneeze at, because it seems to be at the contact of two rock packages that where you got your best grades in your drilling last year. So identifying that contact is really important.
Yeah, it's kind of key to our whole concept. And everything we saw from last year, all the work we've done so far says we're on the right track. So, get in there with the drill and do the geophysics and build on that this year.
If my memory serves me correct, did you have high grade on both sides of the contact, or was it on the lower side of the contact that you hit those high grades?
Yeah, it's all in the sediments to the west of the big intrusive. So right now everything we've drilled is high up in the system, and those beds are dipping back towards the contact. So we're currently drilling, gonna follow those beds down, and then at some point we turn the drill and we start drilling for the feeder zone. And nature loves the path of least resistance, and that's going to be that contact.
And so that was the other thing you mentioned in the news release, was that you were planning to start drilling in a couple of weeks. Now it's actually happened.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, no, drill's turning. We got a few holes in already, and we'll be drilling right through the end of September. If we're lucky, we can push an early bit of October. So, 12 to 14,000 meters of drilling. One drill on site now. Second drill, another few weeks before we get the second drill up on site, but it's coming.
And you guys are really experienced in working in that region, so you know what you're doing up there to advance things and the window of opportunity.
Yeah, it's a fairly short window there, but a small window. But yeah, you got to hit it hard while you can.
We like to call it the 100-day dash. You just get on her and you're running hard.
Well, you got your 100 days on schedule, so you've already banged a few holes in there.
Yeah, it's coming.
Great. Can you talk a little bit of, you've already led into it, but let's expand a little on the targets you're after. that contact, you're trying to see the rock packages with the VTEM, and then you're looking for something deeper as well.
That's correct. So we've got these older sediments that were intruded by a very old granite and quite a large unit. And then at about 200 million years, that's where the Galore Creek, Red Chris, Shaft Creek, all those porphyry systems are all around 200 million years old. So we think one of those porphyries has come up along that contact. And again, path of least resistance. So that porphyry is going to come up. And so what we're seeing on surface right now is that epithermal system. So all the boiling zone and all the textures and the mineralization, and it's constrained to a specific bed within these sediments. And there's reasons for that. But we think those beds we know they're dipping back towards the contact with that granite. So we've got the near surface epithermal mineralization that we're drilling, and it's all very shallow, close to surface down. And we're going to chase that back towards the contact. And then at some point, it's going to turn subvertical-ish, and it's going to start following that contact. So then that's where we think, well, we're going to potentially, find 3 to 5 million ounces of this shallow near surface. We think the real mother lode is going to be that contact mineralization when we get into the guts of the system.
And you're not reinventing the wheel here. That model of the extension being epithermal and then you follow it back to a porphyry is a well-known geological model.
Straight out of the textbooks. And this situation with the older granite and reactivation, there's lots of mines that have found this. So this is, while it's simple as we sort of sit here and I wave my arms, there's a lot of complexities, but the reality is it's straight out of the textbook.
Well, on that note, I'm pretty excited to see some new drill holes. I think you guys are going to have a lot of success. So thanks for stopping by for a quick update.
Yeah, thanks for the time, man.
Thanks, Allan.
Got a feeling we'll be talking soon about some assay results.
Yeah,
Sure hope so. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm going to close it off. Thanks a lot. So there you go, folks. These guys have done it before, not only with Pretium, but they've been involved with big mining companies in the past, a big mining company. They know what they're doing. They've already started to find something with their drilling last year, and now they're really rolling up their sleeves. And I recently called this one of my swing for the fences companies. And I like their chances to hit it out of the park. They've done it before, and I'm hoping they do it again. On that note, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. There we go, guys.
Okay, Allan, thank you.